that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the ball down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Try and tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns.
Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Glendale. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a third down. Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll be taken down but before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them. The screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 45 on second down, Mayfield. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down, Cleveland.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Tackle made there by Budda Baker.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. And this will be incomplete.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is in a running back drop.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
It's a gain of 10.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on third down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
He was brought down.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Right off the bat, they start with a very solid, methodical 10-play drive.
And you know me, I tend to look at things from the defensive side. They're coming off the field gassed right away. We're in the first drive of the game. So it's not just what happened, but think of the emotion you carry into a game. Then double it with getting a 10-play drive put on you and points scored.
I was only
They're pretty tired right now.
You acting like he wasn't going to pay me.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
They had the ball the whole fucking quarter.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now.
Taken down back at the 12.
And Brandon, as we continue to see, so much of the influence on this game is now coming from those hybrid-type players. In this case, strong safety, not worried about covering the pass. What a play on the run.
Tackled for a loss.
Yeah, forget the pregame introductions. Introduced himself with authority on that play.
They get 6 yards back on the run, but still have a 3rd and long situation forthcoming. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. And trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time.
4th down.
And here we go on 4th down with Murray. And able to find Kirk complete. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Goofy.
Christian Kirk, 92 yards. And the Cardinals are just an extra
Goofy.
point away from tying this game.
Goofy.
That certainly went
Yeah,
against the
my
traditional
nigga Kirk,
ways of
where you
playing
went?
football, but who
A&M.
cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for
That's
it
real
on
life.
their
I
own
fuck
side
with
of the
it.
50.
It was
So
on.
there's
They was
conservative,
going in.
there's aggressive, and
They
there's
was
really
running full
aggressive, which is what we
speed.
just
You
saw
can't
there.
jump that high
Tip of the
running
cap
full
to them.
speed.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. These two teams all tied after after one.
7-7.
Where he at out there?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And, oh, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick and heads straight out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
It's my partner.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That nigga Mob watching the game.
Float around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Oh, good D, like real life. I like it.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down.
Oh, screen, you know what it is. Yes, sir. I see food, bro.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield.
Oh, yeah, niggas open. He blew it.
Chandler Jones with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly. That leads to a play-action sack. Amazing, perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Drake will start the drive on the ground. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
The tackle made at his own 5-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed, the great penetration as they stuck that on the line of scrimmage. And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
What are you talking about? You only got 10 seconds. You better do something. 5, 4.
Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on 4th down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Say, y'all YouTube or something?
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Going deep for Hopkins. It got his man complete. And he'll be caught on the field right around the 40-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
Oh, my God.
On 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Yeah. They hit me with the dum-dum. They round them up, huh?
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. He'll just toss it away. So 4th down.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They do go for it.
This is kicking. Oh my God. That nigga bragging. Okay, I got it. Okay, next time you bring it, I got it.
I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and 11 there at this stage in the game, but do you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. All right, there's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscore. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he listened to it.
It's caught Beckham. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Mayfield finding Odell Beckham with a touchdown pass. And the Browns have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
At the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, it's Murray. He's here, and it's intercepted. Top by Denzel Ward. That leading the clock, second quarter. Why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try to get some more points.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Second down at 6 now from the 42. Throwing, Mayfield. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Mayfield off the play fake. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Intended for Rashard Higgins. He was defended by Patrick Peterson.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Browns.
10 at the 11-yard line.
You got it. I was supposed to give me that.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
Yeah, I thought it was probably,
Now Chubb. he's going to go down in the field of play. So they say no to the field goal try, and time has run out on this first half. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll give it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Now it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. They've got second and 12 from the 36. On the carry, it's Chubb. They find some open field here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his second touchdown of the night. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this match. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
Ball carrier.
Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
At the 45-yard line.
On second down now, it's Drake. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
A gain of 2.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That is the same case on that play. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. He's got a man. It's Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the fourth down attempt and keeping the drive alive? On 1st and 10, here's Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the Browns' 35-yard line.
Sent to Murray for the 3rd time. Picked up by Terrence Mitchell.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Browns drive about to get started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Here's Beckham now. It's a jet sweep. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
3rd down.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position.
Is a turnover on downs.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
That's tragic.
It's incomplete. Credit that breakup to Greedy
Don't
Williams.
do it to me.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
About 100 a day.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he's going to lose yardage here. He's able to switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Going deep for Hopkins. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins, 35 yards. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score defensively. How do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense and you give them credit for going for it, having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
At their own 23-yard line.
Browns drive about to get started. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And look at this. They get the turnover they need. It's intercepted. Picked up around the 37. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Drake. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Brought down.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Gain on the play.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. They'll set up the screen to Drake. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Here's Murray. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be out, down inside the 20 at the 15. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Drake. And this will lead the nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
The 6-yard line.
1st down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Why did I do that? I didn't even have to do that.
Over there as his guys will get the football back. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line.
He was brought
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
Mayfield with a quick fire to Landry. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He's got a 1st down past the 30. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield, the blocking forms in front, lofted it to the runner, and now not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
A 1st down throw from Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On 2nd down, it's Hunt. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
There's a quick throw out left. It's complete. Jarvis Landry. And all the way in.
Damn, good play call.
Jarvis Landry, 50 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face, and I'm thinking I got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. You can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
You know, sometimes the guy on the defensive side of the ball, he just has a good feeling or a good read, and he unleashed his defense on that one. Boy, they stopped them in a big way.
Yeah, I hate to be cliche, but sometimes we overanalyze. They just had more want. Looked like they had more want right there.
More want and more people to the ball.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again.
Oh, this nigga here. Why did they do like that?
On a game like this,
Hello,
5
he
interceptions.
had you.
What does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
A big pickup of 38
yards on the play.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They run. Chubb. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Here's Beckham now. It's a jet sweep. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time, because let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
And being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Gets it out quickly here in the left flank. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I know it. Yeah.
They go play action. Mayfield.
Take
it into the end zone for a bounce touchdown. Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Browns add on to their lead.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game.
Austin Seibert to kick off for Cleveland.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will be a touchback. No return from Isabella.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. Just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Mine was 14.
Back to the air on second down. It's Murray. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here's another interception.
How do I know? I don't know. I had somebody drill for me and that's the email.
At their own 24-yard line.
That's what it said. Yeah, and hell yeah, you can't take, and the letters say you can't use more than 5,000
Following the interception, Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. So Cleveland victory here. And this one wasn't easy. You had an East Coast team, Charles, going west, playing a night game, but somehow they were able to get the job done.
Yeah, when you talk about playing a night game, they're closer to being sleepy because of East Coast time with their bodies when you're kicking off to play the game. So that's a real big accomplishment for them to get that done. The flip side, too, is traveling home in the old days.
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go. I get it go. Now I get it go. Now I get it go.
Prime time over grind game, overtime's up. Play my cards, dealt my hand, ain't really no time for luck. Either you got it, you don't. Lie to yourself if you won't. I put my team on my back, did what I could, what I had. Now I'll be all in my bag. Copy and paste with the swag, but you can't do it like me. All my winners on repeat. Take your L like a boss, stand 10 toes on your feet. I can never take a loss, I ain't set up for defeat. 4 Giottos on the truck, I had a dream and stuff. Living my life cause we young, looking back like where the love. So I be hella low key, but contrary to belief, loyalty runs deep. I keep my ear to the streets. Struggle turn me to a beast. I'm off the chain, I'm off the leash. But baby girl, I play for keeps. Told my brother lately, I've been scheming against all odds like Willie Beeman. I've been grinding lately, this my season. Lord knows I'm trying to find my reason. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, but how you gon' act?
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go. Now I get it go. Now I get it go.
Ain't it crazy how them tables turn? You can fold or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch you work, watch you hate, watch them lurk, can't relate. Watch you skirt out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, out the gate, on site. Red breed, red tight, set the bar, take flight. Yeah, I've been grinding since a youngin'. They told me my timing was coming. I've been hustling with no fun and forget all the fame, get the money. I'm out in LA where it's sunny. I've been eating since a youngin', since we ain't have food in our tummy. The life we was living ain't funny, but you cannot take nothing from me. Put that on my mama, my daughter, my cousin, my brother, I'll show you. Way better not to tell you the type of dreams that they say. That's why I learned from my failures. Don't do the handouts or the favors. Told my brother I'ma get this paper. Was left behind, I'll see it later. To keep it real, you don't need to wait up. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, behind you,
And we both hit each other like.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
Robbie Gould's got it on the tee. He kicks it off, and here we go from Levi's Stadium. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Oklahoma State alum Chris Carson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
No gain on the
rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Wilson. Complete to Dorsett. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Carson. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. This is Carson. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of 4.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Dorsett making the catch. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Complete to Philip Dorsett.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline. But what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the 1st down.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Flush to his right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is going to be 49er football. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 13-yard line.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. The quick slant caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel on the touchdown pass from Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners have taken the early lead. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Niners 7, Seahawks 0. Robbie Gould.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make it under pressure, and they got to him again. D Ford able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. To try again after the sack. Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Garoppolo. He's got it. And he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
Niners 7.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game. And he comes through with yet another.
And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Raheem Mostert taking it in. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And his kick is good.
Makes the score Niners 14. Seahawks nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
At the 20.
He'll find Metcalf. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Second and 10. To throw again. Wilson. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
The pickup. And this is third.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Again, Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Barrett.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel on the touchdown pass from Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And the Seahawks first down.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. Oh, and Myers left that one out there. It's no good. Wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
21. Here we go.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Flushed out right. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. Throwing is Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And there's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even giving up a defensive touchdown.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. Pretty solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1.
And goal at the 6-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 180! Check, check, block 54, block 54. White, white, white. Shot. Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. Get in the right room. Get it.
A play fake from Mostert, now Garoppolo. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers.
Touchdown.
3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Zebra, zebra. Check, check. Lucky. Hey,
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Jason Myers to kick off for.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And the third quarter will start with the touchback as that one lands in the end zone. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice for...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 33 yards that time.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
2-yard line.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. He's going to get this to Austin, complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Benson Mayowa. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Here we go. Check, 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 check. Check, check. White.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel there to make the grab. And the 49ers, they're just pouring it on.
His kick.
And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Niners 35. Seahawks nothing.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. This complete to Lockett. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Seattle.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. To throw again is Wilson.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. The quick slant caught, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson on target to DK Metcalf. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6.
I know what the scoreboard says here, but for all those who are playing fantasy football, their scoreboards are different. Points scored could benefit someone.
Jason.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will make it into the end zone. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, 49ers. That's going to be a 103-yard kickoff return. What a run. And the 49ers continue to roll.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
Fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down. 2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Throwing again, Wilson. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen.
Wilson's pass.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
To Chris Carson. 24-yard gain on the play. First down.
3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara.
Seahawks.
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
Debo Samuel.
Yeah, both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And 10.
White. 11. Mike 54. Check.
To throw is Garoppolo. Completes it to Austin. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. He finds Austin complete. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there for the Niners. 43 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here's Mostert. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Ball carrier.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't it?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Mayoa on the
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a depth.
Down the numbers. There he goes.
Sometimes
and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where he felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play caller.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 20. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Now Myers for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
Niners 56, Seahawks 14.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. We you know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Looking to throw. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over.
56.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
game over, time's up. Play my cards, dealt my hand, ain't really no time for luck. Either you got it, you don't. Lie to yourself if you won't. I put my team on my back, did what I could, what I had. Now I'll be all in my bag. Copy and paste with the swag. Bet you can't do it like me. All my winners on repeat. Take your L like a boss. Stand 10 toes on your feet. I can never take a loss. I ain't set up for defeat. 4 Giottos on the truck. I had a dream and it stuck. Living my life cause we up. Looking back like where the love. So I be hella low key. But contrary to belief, loyalty runs deep. I keep my ear to the streets. Struggle turned me to a beast. I'm off the chain, I'm off the leash. But baby girl, I play for keeps. Told my brother lately, I've been scheming. Against all odds like Willie Beeman. I've been grinding lately, this my season. Lord knows I'm trying to find my reason. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, boy, how you gon' act?
Hey, I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go.
Ain't it crazy how them tables turn? You can fold or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch you work, watch him hate, watch him lurk. Can't relate, watch you skirt. Out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, out the gate, on site. Red breed, red tight, set the bar, take flight. Yeah, I've been grinding since a youngin'. They told me my timing was coming. I've been hustling with no fun and forget all the fame, get the money. I'm out in LA where it's sunny. I've been eating since a youngin', since we ain't have food in our tummy. The life we was living ain't funny, but you cannot take nothing from me. Put that on my mama, my daughter, my cousin, my brother, I'll show you. Way better than I can tell you. The type of dreams that they sell you. That's why I learned from my failures. Don't do the handouts or the favors. Told my brother I'ma get this paper. Was left behind, I'll see it later. To keep it real, you don't need to wait up. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, but how you gon' act?
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go. 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 I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go. 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 I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go.
Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Hold on. I got a crowd wrapping around the whole town for me. They mama proud, got a thou in the balcony. Nah, 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 I don't hear no clown talking foul on me. Won't shoot me down, send the cavalry. It been a while since I had time for me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Hello. Nice smart job with the polo. Like my style, don't ya? Nice like this, I wish I was with ya. On my turf, roll out the Henry Rux. She like when I hit the Russica. Friend hop in, this is a four-seater. Maniac straight out the wood, I'm Derek Jeter. Major leaguer, no fatigue. We don't get no handout, we don't get no Macarinas. Never gon' throw your back out, tryna work, you need a breather. I need a break. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Hold on. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down. Tell me who you talking to. Roll up that Sinatra, fly mama to the moon.